Thank you for tuning into another episode of Ericson Presents Mixing Tutorials, and we getting right to it once again. So in today's episode, I'm going to piggyback off of my last episode of What's on My Master Bus. And I'm going to talk about my entire mix of how I like to set up all the tracks so that it has more of a saturated feel, more of an analog feel. So it's bigger, it's fatter, it has more weight. We don't like thin mixes around here. Okay, no thin mixes. You got thin mix, that got to go. So I'm going to just go through that very quickly. What I'm going to do now is kind of a recap of what I was putting on my master bus in my last video. Please go back and check that out if you have not. It is my What's on My Master Bus video, and I talk about how loud I like to make things. So that is a good video to reference. All right. Right now, I'm just adding all of the things to my master bus that I know that I'm going to want to use. Let me think. Next will be span. Oh, no, not that one. Not that one. Remove this one. Okay, and after the span will come. Okay, and then after that we'll have a Pro Q for the secret weapon that I showed you in the last episode, and my sonar works, which I probably ain't gonna use for the tutorial. This track is not mixed.
I don't care what they talking about. Them foes is fake. They know nothing about me. I give a fuck what they say.
All right, so definitely gonna turn out the vocal because if them shits ain't mixed, I ain't trying to hear them. All right, so what we're gonna start with is putting the Studer on all of my individual tracks. So, like I think I said it in the last video, but if I didn't, I'll say it here. I like to break up everything into buses and sections, or however you do it in your DAW, so that I can have a lot of control. So if I just want instruments, I have instruments. If I want the rhythm section, I have the rhythm section by itself. If I just want the bass by itself, I have that by itself, and then obviously the vocals, which I have. There we go.
Haters talk behind your back, but they ain't nothing but some fakers. All I hear is la 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 la.
Okay. So yeah, that in itself is pretty self-explanatory, but I feel like mixing this way gives me more control over things. So when I want to make a quick change to vocal volume for everything, I'll just move the whole entire track up. Okay, so on my bass, it's so simple. I'm just putting the bass preset. On my rhythm section, I use the drum preset. Oh, let me turn off. Oh, it is off. And then for the instruments, I like to use the saturation preset. Turn off the noise. And then for the instrument, I was just in the instruments. For the vocal, I like to use vocals. I know it was pretty easy to guess that one, right? All right, and then here we have, let's put the play button. Oh, I'm tripping. My bad, y'all. I like to do the Just Blaze preset, and then I go for four dBs of reduction. On my Studer, I like to go with the headroom preset when it's on the master bus, and I like this to hit around -7. That's too high. So let's bring that down. That's more like it. All right, and then how I like to set my limiter, and I feel that for the community of people who are doing mixing tutorials, like we watch other tutorials as well, and we like to use other people's ideas. And so I'm not gonna say that I created this. I did get this mixing tutorial tip from Devon Terrell, which I believe his YouTube channel is Devon Help Me, or I think that's what it is. If you listen to his music is dope. I like the way his music is mixed. And once I realized that he had a tutorial channel, I studied it because I like the sound. So this is how he talked about setting up his limiter, and when I started doing it, the same thing applied. So transparent with the style. The attack was slow, fairly fast release. I turned all these down. He turns the oversampling on when he's doing his masters. I tweaked it, obviously, but this is where I got the idea from. And I'll just start this with -12. Let's see where we're at. Cool. All right. So, this is the second time that I'm doing this video. So, yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn off, the tape saturation, and you will hear the difference of what it's doing and why I say I like to use it. And I'm actually going to start with it off on. Let me get to a better part. Turn it off. You see how it just lost life? Like that to me is golden. That is golden. Okay, so this right here. Yeah, I didn't have that on. All right, so let me go to the secret weapon that I was telling you guys about in the last one. Because mixing with this on is going to definitely change the game for you. If you don't know, if you didn't watch the last episode of What's on My Master Bus, please watch that one after this so you can kind of have, I'm tripping, more of an idea of what I'm talking about with this. Well, I'm about to show it to you right now, but watch the other one anyway. Yeah. I got to stop talking so much because I'll forget where I'm at. All right. So, this is what you should be using if you do not have a pair of NS10s or CLA10s or mixed cubes or anything like that, and you've been thinking about getting them for a long time, but you haven't pulled that trigger. Like this right here, do it right now. As a matter of fact, load it up, just do it, and just trust me. I'm going to play you what it sounds like. What sucks about this is in the last video, you saw how I got to that. The one that, didn't record. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try to recreate that. I don't want to cheat y'all. I don't want to cheat you. What is this? Okay, so you can kind of understand what I'm thinking about when I am doing this. I have the span on. I usually have this on my other screen, but this is keeping me in check, especially with my mono information. You don't want this information. You don't want the side information here to be anywhere near this because that's your low end. You want this all in mono. All right. Let's kind of go through backwards what I was going through. Now I can explain to you. All right, so I like to get my kick going first. So let's turn all this other stuff off. So my kick, I like to start mix my beat at -12. There's no reason for that. That's not the number you have to do it at. I don't know why. I just like -12. So I like my kick to hit at -12. Now I'm looking here at my metering, but remember it's going through my bus, and this is my kick bus or my rhythm bus. So I'm looking at -12 on here. This is all for how I like to do it and why I can get my mixes as loud as I do. Okay, and then let's check this. I like to get this around -12. So to get this at -12, we're going to have to bump this up some. All right. Okay, so that's how I start to mix. Let's turn this off so you can hear. Okay, so then we turn that back on, and I'm gonna balance using this technique, and you'll see how easy it is to get that balance going like pretty quick. You're not going to be second guessing yourself a lot. And I'm doing this in headphones, and I don't have the correction on, and I'm pretty confident it's going to come out good. So I'm using ScreenFlow, and I swear, like, I just need to stop using this. If anybody who do these mixing tutorials know of a better screen recording software that will actually capture the music perfectly, than ScreenFlow, because yeah, it's definitely not working again. Nope. Okay, well, I apologize once again for me having this problem. I will have to figure out how to fix it. So as you can see, mixing with this on definitely is a big game changer as far as being able to level each sound and make it actually not stand out. That's pretty dope. I can do it pretty quickly. As you can see, let's ambient with it on. With this setting, my little secret weapon. Maybe I should title it my secret weapon. That's what I should call it. With this on, I was able to hear all of those problems in that kick drum, which I can't hear right now. But if you turn that up, you'll definitely be able to hear it. So yeah, just bring it back down. But I can't hear it, so I don't know if that worked. Anyhow, so I guess I will catch you guys in the next one. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button. Please, 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 it helps out the channel. For all of the people who have started coming to my channel and starting to subscribe, I do appreciate the love that you're showing and the emails. And for the mixing presets with the Ozone Match EQ, go ahead and keep emailing me. I'll keep giving you guys these presets. They're pretty dope. I know, because I made them. Anyhow, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
You know you got me, girl. Tomorrow, girl. I like the way that you move, the way you shake your body, girl. I got a whole lot of plans for you, so baby, come here.